Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anita. So today I'm here with one more topic in our concept series, and our topic name is consumer behavior. This topic is very important from exam point of view. Every year you will see question from this topic. So let's understand that what is inside this topic. In this session, you're going to learn what is consumer behavior, what influences consumer behavior, consumer decision making process, types of buying behavior, different buying roles, and motivational theories. So let's understand what is consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is the study of how individual customers, groups, and organizations select, buy, use, and dispose ideas, goods, and services to satisfy their needs and wants. So, consumer behavior is an effort to study and understand the buying tendencies of consumer for their end use. Marketeers need to understand the consumer behavior, that what is the buying pattern of the consumers, what are the factors affecting the consumer behavior, what are the groups or the family members or the friends, how they influence the consumer behavior. So the marketer has to continuously research and also have a keen eye for tracking developments in consumer demographics and lifestyles. Marketers should examine the why, what, and how of buyer behavior. So these are the factors that influence the consumer behavior largely: cultural factors, social factors, psychological factors, and personal factors. So each factors we're going to study in detail. So the first one is the cultural factors, and it has two more subparts: subculture and social class. So the cultural factors have a strong influence on consumer buying behavior, and cultural factors include basic values, needs, wants, preferences, perceptions, and behaviors that are observed and learned by their near family members and important people around them. So the values, ethics, or the belief we have, we get this from our culture, the family in which we born, raised. And we can take a very simple example that in our culture we wear traditional clothes in weddings. So, and we follow this tradition since many years. So if you move from north to south, you will find different culture all together. Food options, their clothing, their language, everything is different, right? So our behavior is so our buying pattern is very much influenced by the culture in which we live. So in subculture, each culture further comprises of various subcultures such as religion, age, geographical location, gender, male, female, status, upper, middle, lower, etc. In our Hindu culture, our bride is wearing bright colors: red, maroon, wherein in a Christian wedding, the bride prefers to wear white gown, right? White color dresses, which is not considered auspicious in Hindu religion. So the pattern of buying is very much influenced by the consumer's culture or the subculture in which he belongs. Next is social class. Social class influences many different aspects of a consumer: what he wears, what he drives, how he carries himself. Social class is not just determined by the income but also other factors such as occupation, family background, education, and residence location. So, social class is not only influenced by the occupation, but it is also influenced by the family background, your education, your resident location, where do you live. Accordingly, your changing behavior is changing. And by understanding all these things, a marketer can make a product as per the normal category, premium category, and super premium category. Right? So, all these factors help the marketer cater to the market in a better way. And now, let's discuss the social factors. So, humans are social beings and they live around many people who influence their buying behavior. Hence, their buying behavior is influenced by other people around them. So, you have noticed that so many of us do that when we go for the shopping, we carry along, we go with our friends, we go with our family members, so that we can have their opinion as well along with us, right? So, the social factors divided into two parts: the reference group and the roles and status in the society. Now, reference group is further divided into two groups: the primary groups and the secondary groups. So, the reference groups, every individual has some people around who influence him or her. So, reference groups are generally of two types. Primary groups consist of individuals one interacts with one on regular basis. That is the friends, family members, relatives, and co-workers. Next is secondary group. So, secondary groups share indirect relationship with the consumer, and these groups, more formal individuals, do not interact with them on regular basis. Religious associations, political parties, clubs, etc. Right? Now, roles and its status in the society. A person is influenced by the role that he holds in the society. If a person is in the high position, his buying behavior will be influenced by largely by his status. So we can say that a person who is a CEO of a company will have altogether different buying pattern than the staff or the employee of the same company, right? So this is about the roles and the status in the society. So, motivation. There are several factors which motivates individual to purchase product and services. For example, hunger motivates you to buy foods of your choice, and thirst motivates you to spend on soft drinks, packaged water, juices, and so on. So, motivation basically the key factor when you purchase the things. It can be your hunger, it can be your thirst, or any other urge or the need. Now, the perception. What an individual thinks about a particular product or a service is his or her perception towards the same. For someone, a Dell laptop might be the best laptop, while for others, it could be just one of the best brands available. Customer sees advertisements, promotions, customer reviews, social media feedback, etc. relating to a product, they develop an impression about the product. So, here, what we are trying to say is the product which might be very lucrative for one person, the other customer might not be interested in the same, because individual perceives similar situations differently due to difference in the way they interpret information, right? There are the different advertisement, promotions, customer review, and social media feedbacks play different meanings and different interpretations to each and every customer. Now, learning comes only through experience. An individual comes to know about a product or a service only after he or she uses the same. So, once you use the product, then only you'll be in a position to repeat the purchase, or you'll not be taking that product again. Attitude and beliefs and attitude play an essential role in influencing the buying decision of consumers. Consumer purchases products and services based on their opinion which they form towards a particular product or a service. And the product might be really good, but if the consumer feels it is useless, he would never buy it. So, as I've mentioned, that some products might be very much appealing to me, but that might not be true with the other person. Now, next is personal factors. So, factors that are personal to the consumers influence their buying behavior, and these personal factors differ from person to person, thereby producing different perception and consumer behavior. The first one is the occupation. The occupation of an individual plays a significant role in influencing his or her buying decision. An individual's nature of job. So, an individual nature of job has a direct influence on the products and the brands he picks for himself or herself. So, what kind of job you're doing, how much you're earning, it very much influence your buying decision. Next is age. Buying behavior is different among various age groups. A teenager prefers colorful clothes, which is not the case with the middle age group. So, age plays a very important factor in buying pattern of consumers, because we can take a simple example. A bachelor spends lavishly on clothing, gadgets, bike, etc. Whereas for a newly married couple, focus would be to purchase the things for a new house or household furnishings. Spending for a family with children, their buying pattern would be different because they purchase products to secure his as well as his family future. Next is economic conditions. Buying behavior influenced by income of an individual, that how much an individual earn is depend. Obviously, income plays a very important role. You have the desire to buy the things, but you don't have the capacity to pay, will not make any sense, right? Lifestyle of an individual plays a significant role in buying pattern, that what kind of lifestyle you are looking for, whether you someone is very much interested in a branded product, someone is not very much interested in the branded product. So that's now the personality. Every individual has his or her own characteristic personality traits which reflect in his or her buying behavior. A fitness freak would always look to fitness equipment, whereas a music lover would happily spend on musical instruments, on musical concerts. We have different kinds of personalities. There are people who like to go to the malls, who like to the movies, who like to go to the movies, and there are people who simply want to read the books and sit in the nature, enjoy the nature, right? So now we'll be talking about the consumer decision making process. So consumer decision making process consists of 5 steps: need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase, and post purchase evaluation. So almost every one of us go through this process. So first is the need recognition, that we first understand what we basically looking for, and we discuss with our friends that okay, this is the thing I'm looking for, or with the family members, or you search in the Google, right? Then you do the information search, right? Let's take a simple example. Let's suppose you want to buy a car, right? Your need is to buy a car. Now you do the information search. Information search could be internal and external both. Internal हो सकता है आपके family, friends, co-workers, and external source could be radio, newspaper, magazines, right? You read the feedbacks, customer feedbacks of different brands available on the social media platforms. Now the point comes of the evaluation of alternatives. You might have shortlisted choice 2 to 3 brands, and then you will compare the attributes, you will compare the mileage, you will compare the costing, and you will also compare the availability, that how soon you will get the car, right? Finally, you did the purchase, and then come the post-purchase evaluation, that after purchasing the product plays an important role, because if you're positive about the product, then you will going to do the positive word of mouth, and you may repeat the purchase. But if you're not satisfied the product, then there will be a negative word of mouth. And next is types of buying behavior. So we have 4 types of buying pattern here. The level of significance between different brands, आपका brands के बीच में कितना difference है और आपका कितना involvement है product में, ठीक है? So significant difference between brands और आपका high involvement है उसमें, then it comes under complex buying behavior. Significant difference between the brands and low involvement है, that is variety seeking buying behavior होता है. Few difference between brands, then this is dissonance reducing buying behavior, and उसमें high involvement होता है आपका. Few difference between brands and low involvement, this is habitual buying behavior. So now this is complex buying behavior. So complex buying behavior is consumers go through complex buying behavior when they are highly involved in a purchase and aware of significant difference among the brands. Consumers are highly involved when the product is expensive and you bought infrequently, you're not buying it on daily basis. This is not a day-to-day product, and risky and highly self-expressive. Consumer is not much aware about the product category and try to learn information from various sources. Like, for example, new home, a car, electronic gadgets. So where you're going to buy a home, you see different projects, that what all projects are offering to you, what is the costing of this, right? And you take opinion from different people, and the procedure, because it involves a lot of cost, right? Buying a home is not easy, so this is an important decision of a consumer life, right? Now the next is dissonance reducing buying behavior. So the consumer is highly involved in a purchase, but they have a hard time pinpointing the difference between various brands, because various brands के अंदर जो है बहुत ज्यादा difference नहीं है, right? But involves a high cost product. For example, if someone wants to purchase a flat TV screen and each model they're looking at has the same screen resolution, so they may feel a strong sense of conflict or tension. Now, dissonance occurs when consumer feels that they will make a wrong choice and regret their decision later. So उनको लगता है कि ऐसा नहीं हो कि if I go with the Samsung TV, I find it MI is also very good now, offering very good feature. So this is a dissonance. ऐसा ना हो कि मैं ये खरीद लूं और बाद में मुझे लगे कि नहीं वो वाला better था. So here is a opportunity for the marketer. Marketer plays very important role here. Now marketer need to communicate the benefits of the product in a way so that the customer can easily make out for which brand he wants to go, right? Here, marketing communication should aim to supply beliefs and evaluation that help the consumer feel good about his or her brand choice. Now, the next is habitual buying behavior. So, the absence of significant brand difference leads to low customer involvement in purchase. There is not very much difference amongst the brand, and also the kind of product with the customer, which the customer is purchasing is of very low cost, like the bread, milk, gasoline. I mean the regular basis product, right? Suppose मैं जो है वो English oven की bread लेती हूँ, right? लेकिन आज मुझे वो bread नहीं मिल रही है, so I can take of a golden harvest, right? I can take now the mother dairy is also offering the bread, so you can take the bread of mother dairy. So marketers of low involvement products with few brand differences find it effective to use price and sales. So here's the opportunity for the marketer. The marketers of low involvement products with few brand differences find it effective to use price and sales promotion to stimulate product trials, since buyers are not highly committed to any brand. So यहाँ पर क्या होता है कि हम कभी भी because the product cost is not very much high, so the marketers with the new product can give the free trial packets and also can reduce the price of their product initially so that it can do well in the market, right? So variety seeking buying behavior characterized by low consumer involvement but significant brand difference. Here consumers are often observed to do a lot of brand switching. An example occurs in purchasing toothpaste. The consumer has some beliefs, chooses a brand of toothpaste without much evaluation and evaluates it during consumption. By next time, the consumer may reach for another brand out of boredom or wish for different taste. Brand switching occurs for the sake of variety rather than dissatisfaction. So in variety seeking buying behavior, the customer is looking for different taste because the customer get bored with same kind of taste again and again. We can take a simple example, like every time you're eating noodles, but this time you wanted to taste two top ramens, or you wanted to taste the Chinese Hakka noodles. You have different variations, like this time you're looking for chili garlic or something else, right? So this is a kind of variety seeking behavior. The customer is switching not because he's dissatisfied with the product, but he's looking for some new kind of taste and new experience. That's why he's switching to new product. The marketing strategy is different for the market leader and the minor brands in this product category. इसमें so basically इसमें जो marketing strategy होगी will be different for the one who is in the market leader in that particular product category and the one who's new to the market. So the market leader will try to encourage habitual buying behavior by dominating the shelf space, avoiding out of stock conditions, and sponsoring frequent reminder advertising, right? Now, minor brands, which is new to the market, will encourage variety seeking by offering lower price deals, coupons, free samples, and advertisings that present reasons for trying something new. So there is a different strategy for the market leader of that product and the one who is new to the market, right? So now we're going to discuss about the different buying roles. That initiator, a person who first suggests the idea of buying the particular product or a service, is called an initiator. I have taken an example of a child who's asking for the crayons. So here a child is the initiator in purchase process of crayons. Next is influencer, a person whose view or advice influences the decision. So here in this case, influencer will be class teacher and classmates, because class teacher might have asked the child to bring the colors tomorrow for the drawing activity, or it might be the case that the classmates have already purchased the colors and the child also wants to have those crayons. Next is gatekeeper, the person who controls information or access or both to decision makers and influencers. So basically gatekeeper का रोल क्या, अगर सिंपल टर्म्स में हम समझें तो गेटकीपर का रोल क्या होता है? गेटकीपर का रोल होता है, गेटकीपर डिसाइड्स कौन अंदर जाएगा, कौन अंदर नहीं जाएगा, whom to stop, whom to let go, right? सो यहाँ भी ऐसा ही है, गेटकीपर एक ऐसा रोल प्ले करता है कि हमें जो डिसीजन मेकर को और इन्फ्लुएंसर को हमें कौन सा ब्रांड दिखाना है, कितने कॉस्ट का दिखाना है, कितने कॉस्ट का नहीं दिखाना है, राइट? सो गेटकीपर रोल इज प्लेड बाय द शॉप और द स्टोर विच ब्रांड क्रेयॉन्स टू ऑफर। यहाँ पर जो है वो गेटकीपर का रोल जो है वो वो शॉप में जाएंगे, वहां का जो शॉपकीपर है, और स्टोर में वहां जो स्टोर मैन है वो प्ले करेगा कि कौन से ब्रांड का क्रेयॉन्स दिखाना है, कितनी कॉस्ट का क्रेयॉन्स दिखाना है, ऑल दिस स्टफ। Decider, a person who decides on any component of a buying decision, whether to buy, what to buy, how to buy, where to buy. Parents of a child will be the decider in the case, right? Now the next is a buyer, the person who makes the actual purchase. Buyer role will also be played by parents in this. So the buyer, the person who makes the actual purchase, buyer role will also be played by parents in this case. Next is user, the person who consumes or uses the product or a service. So in this case, a child is the user, right? Or the consumer. So that's all in this video. The motivational theories are left in this part, which I'm going to cover in my next video. I hope this video will help you in your preparation. Also, I'm going to share the PDF of this PPT. So please join my Telegram channel if you want to get the PPT. And if you have any other query, you can also ask in that Telegram channel. So the name of the Telegram channel is same, Classes by Anita. You can share the link in the description box. You can join in from there. So for more such content, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.